We're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Patterson to start the drive. And some room to run now. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
But if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Well, tackled by Jordan Jackson.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's the option. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. They'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'll pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. They'll swing this out to Fournette, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Bucs had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared, because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. These guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Right back to Pitts again. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covered and even thought he had a mismatch? The way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave him a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Back to the ground now, Patterson. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 7, operating from the 34. They're going to look to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Nice play was on there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but the defense was ready.
They did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll run with Patterson. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Levante David in on the tackle.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
On the double.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Drill, 52. Drop, 17. Watch out now, 50, ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And some room to work. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He completes this to Russell Gage. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. Up the gut, Fournette. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. White fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cox, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bucs get a bit closer. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
And he swallowed up near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back to throw now on first down. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point put through by Succa. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And he takes it all away, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Back to throw. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. But Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
2nd and 5. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll try and run the option left side. And room there to work it inside the 25. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mark Andrews, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Succa. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just there, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
Side relief here down on offense at that fell harmlessly. So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Tackle made by Rasheem Green.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down, back to Fournette. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Dumps it off to Fournette, and he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Let's go now.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, and that leads to an Atlanta 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. Going up top. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw now in his own end zone. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back, because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Andrews. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So a good grab there, and here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Back to throw again. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Touchdown Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Falcons have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Bucs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Through 28 his rookie year, that's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd down, here's an option late. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there, now 3rd and 14. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get any motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the Bucs, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try to steal this one away.
Extra point put through by Saka, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Okay, break.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Run with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that. But he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on against the end, they'll kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
Okay, ready?
And the tight end goes in motion left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And he's in for the game-winning score with no time left on the clock. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.